Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a morning routine with you guys so that you could see exactly what I do in my morning routine on a medical medium lifestyle, on a holistic lifestyle, and on a healing lifestyle. So literally like what I do in the morning to help me feel very just calm and peaceful and balanced. And I feel like this morning routine has really helped me up level my healing and get there quicker. So I would love to share this with you guys. And I know you kind of saw a little recap of my morning, of when I wake up, what I do in the bathroom, like my skincare routine. And I wanted to kind of share what I was using. I didn't really want to go through each product as I was using it. So I kind of sped through, but I do want to go into detail regarding the products that I used. So after I finished, brushing my teeth and, you know, doing everything, I do use a ProDental Hyperbiotic. So this is like a probiotic for dental health. And I feel like I need this now more than ever because when you're pregnant, your gums and your teeth tend to become more sensitive. And thankfully, I have not experienced that in this pregnancy. And I think it's because, of the medical medium lifestyle, the celery juice, and this has been really helpful. So I literally just take one little pill, it's a chewable tablet, right after I finish brushing my teeth, mouthwash, everything. I will use this. I will just chew one tablet. And you could do 2 times a day. I typically just do it in the morning, and I feel like it's really helpful. So I'll link this if you're interested. I can link it for you. And then for my skincare routine, I use everything completely natural. Just because when I did my holistic healing, I know that healing is not just what we consume. It's not just what we eat. It's also what we put on our skin. It's also, what we use to like wash our hands, wash our face, take a shower, wash our hair. So I have changed all of my products to be completely natural, cruelty-free, vegan, gluten-free, all the things. And it has taken me years to finally find products that actually work and that actually help my skin. So the first thing that I use in the morning is Sea Buckthorn Best Skin Ever from Living Libations. I am obsessed with this. This is my cleanser, so I don't use a face wash. This is my face wash. I do oil cleansing. So I also use this at night to remove my makeup, and I also use it as the last step in my routine. So basically what I do is I take a little cotton round, if it's in the morning, and I'll just, run it under some like warm water. And then I'll just squirt 2 to 3 pumps on the cotton round, and I'll just put it all over my face in circular motions pretty quickly to remove all of that dead skin from the night before, whatever, bacteria or anything that I may have had in my skin, that removes it. And then I'll put that same little cotton round that I used, put it back in the water, just like squeeze it, and then I'll flip it and I'll put 2 more little squirts, do it all over again, get my neck and my chest, clean everything really well. And then I'll take a clean cotton round, I'll get it wet again under warm water, and then I'll do it again without anything on it, just the cotton round, kind of going in circular motions, removing any excess oil, and I'll also go down my neck and my chest. So that really cleanses the skin without stripping it. So it doesn't get dry and it doesn't damage the skin barrier. So I'm obsessed with this. I have been using the Sea Buckthorn Best Skin Ever cleanser moisturizer. I think it's been about 3 years and my skin has never been better. So I think on top of medical medium lifestyle, this has been really helpful. And I can link this as well so that you guys, if you're interested, you can check it out. So once I'm done cleansing my skin, I will also use this pH Balance Calming Toner from Puram. And this is something that I just discovered maybe about, I think it was at the beginning of 2022. I'm not really sure. I think it was last year. And I am obsessed with this skincare line. They are completely natural, organic, vegan, cruelty-free. All the things that I'm looking into skincare, they have it. They are not super expensive. I think they're a pretty new company. I just happened to run across their products online, and I follow their Instagram, and I'm obsessed with their stuff. So I use this calming toner, and I literally just like pour a little bit on my hands, and I'll put it together on my hands, and I'll just press it onto my skin, on my neck, and on my chest. And I'm kind of helping it to kind of like set into my skin very gently. And this is like my skin just feels so nourished and like just so calm like after I use this. And then following that, I like to use the vitamin C concentrated serum. It's a hyaluronic acid from Derma. I'll just do 2 pumps. Again, like I'll massage it in my hands, warm it up a little bit. Same thing, I'll press it in completely in my neck and in my chest until it kind of like, I feel like my skin's kind of absorbed it. And then I also like to use the Puram, which is a part of this line as well. This one is the Authentic Barrier Balm. So it's like the moisturizer. So I will just put like a pea-sized amount, just a very tiny amount on my finger, and then I'll just dab it like on my face. And then I'll start to press it and gently massage into my face. And with that same like moisturizer, I'll use it for my eyes, like under my eyes gently. And it has been like really good for my face. I don't even need an eye cream. I feel like this does it. And this helps to build the skin barrier. So it helps to kind of keep it nice and strong. Really like this one. And then once I'm done, I will then follow up with oil. Again, the sea buckthorn, best skin ever. I'll do 1 pump, not 2, just 1. I'll warm it up really good in my hands, and then I'll do like a little facial massage, right? So I'll like press it into my skin, and once it's nice and pressed in and my face can kind of glide, I'll start to massage my face and kind of just like give it a little facial yoga massage. And I kind of like help to like drain the lymph, you know, on my neck, under like in the back here of my jaw. And I just start to massage and drain the lymphatic system. So it kind of like drains and depuffs my skin first thing in the morning. And I noticed that's kind of helped me kind of reduce any puffiness or reduce like any fine lines and wrinkles. Like you just kind of, it's kind of like doing gua sha, but with your hands. I also do gua sha too. I didn't show you guys how I do that. I don't do it every day, but typically what I'll do is I'll use my hands and I'll massage my face. I love doing that. It's been very effective for me, and I have noticed a difference in my skin. And then I will just finish with my organic lip balm. Love having my lips always nice and moisturized. I love this one. It kind of like moisturizes really well. This one is from Dr. Bronner's Peppermint Organic Lip Balm. This is also like not extremely expensive or anything, but it works. It's nice and effective. It's organic, vegan, gluten-free, all the things. I love it. And then my everyday makeup is so simple. I don't like wearing makeup, you know, during the week unless I'm going to be going out somewhere. So if I'm just staying home and just kind of want to look refreshed and not crazy, especially while I'm recording, I will literally just do, oh, and I also will do a sunblock. So typically if I'm going to be going out, I will use my tinted moisturizer, which also has SPF. But since I'm not going anywhere today, I didn't feel like putting so much stuff on my face, so I didn't put that on. But if I'm not going to be wearing that, then I will put on a sunblock. So I didn't bring it, but I do use a sunblock from Coco Kind. And I can link that so that you can find it as well. And it's the most natural that I found, and it does not irritate my skin, which is really good. So what I do for makeup, like the minimal makeup to kind of look like I'm alive and not a zombie, is I like to crimp my lashes with a little eyelash curler. I don't wear mascara during the day because if I'm not going anywhere, I don't want to have that mess on my eyelashes. So I just kind of like curl up my eyelashes with this. And then I will use a bronzer from Well People. I really like their makeup line. All of my makeup is from Well People. And they are also like the most natural I have found. I've been using their makeup for 2 years, and I find that it doesn't irritate my skin, and it looks nice. Like, it looks like actually expensive, like good makeup, like quality. So I'll just use my little bronzer stick, put my bronzer on, you know, dab it out with my fingers. I like to use my fingers a lot. Obviously, I do wash my hands, make sure my hands are nice and clean before I touch my face. And then I will use the Well People concealer. Just use it under my eyes to kind of brighten up a little bit, and any like scars that I may have on my face from like previous acne scars, I'll put that on. It brightens up the eye really well. And the last thing, well, no, this is not the last thing. So I do like to wear blush just to kind of like give my face like a pop of color. I will use the cream blush from Well People, and I'll just dab it on the corners, and I'll put a little bit on my eyelids, and that is my magic. So I'll put it on like this, right here, a little bit on my nose, on my forehead, and on my chin, and I have like a little bit more color, so I look alive. And then I finish it with eyeliner. So I'll just take a brown eyeliner and just like put a tiny bit over like my, you know, the corners of my lashes to kind of give my eyes a little bit of life. Not too much. I use brown during the day because I don't want to look like I have so much makeup on. I want to look natural. So that is it, you guys. That is what I wear on a daily basis in the morning, just to give my face a little bit of life. And especially since I'm recording, I don't want to look scary and pale, and you know, I don't want to scare anybody away. So that is my little daily routine that I do. Very minimal. I have learned that minimal for me is everything. Like before, I wasn't like that. I used to buy, you know, a lot of makeup, a lot of skincare products. I had all different kinds of brands and different things, and a lot of it was not, you know, natural. It was all, you know, the stuff that people usually use, and it wasn't good for my skin or for my body, right? So I was putting a lot of things that were toxic to like my body, and everything that gets absorbed through the skin gets absorbed quicker to the bloodstream. So I have learned, you know, over the years to kind of switch my products up to make them as natural as possible, just because I want, you know, my healing to go as quickly as possible. So it's not just about the food, you know, it's also about the products that we use, you know, even having like scented, anything scented, like a scented candle, a plug-in in the wall, perfume, you know, all of these scents can be very toxic to us. So I have learned to kind of switch my products up to more natural. I do like to use diffusers with essential oils to kind of make the house smell really good, and that has been like, people when they come visit, they always say our house smells so good because I always have our diffusers going with, you know, all the essential oils. I'm obsessed with oils. And then, you know, my shampoo is also all natural, but maybe I'll do another video like on like shampoo and like, you know, my body wash and soap, all the things that I use that are completely natural. And ever since going completely natural, like, not only has my skin improved, but my hair has also improved. Like, my hair has grown so much, and you know, I feel like I don't have any issues with my scalp. Like, I don't have any issues at all. Like, I feel like going natural has been really helpful. If you have any questions, just leave them below and I'd be happy to chat with you. Alright, so we are on our way to drop off Aiden at school this morning, and it is raining so much. And typically in California, we don't ever get rain. And for the last like 2 to 3 weeks, it has been non-stop raining, which is good because I know that we need the rain. But my gosh, there's floods everywhere, and we're not used to seeing that here. So
there's an entire lake.
Yeah.
There was this old field, and now it's an entire lake.
Yeah, there's a little
and
lake.
Parts of this little like forest too.
Everything is flooded. Hopefully you're gonna be okay. You'll be safe in school.
Oh my god, look at that part.
And puddles. So make sure you use your umbrella so you stay nice and dry.
I hope there's no snails. I don't like snails. Because every time it rains, the snails come out, and I don't.
Right, so we are pulling up to the school. Just make sure that you open your umbrella, okay? Do you need help? You need his first.
Okay.
I love you. Have the best day, baby.
Okay, let me put my hoodies on.
Yeah, hoodie on. Okay.
Okay, bye, Mama.
I love you. Bye, baby. And then I also like to take, right before I eat breakfast, I like to take my prenatal vitamin. And it is the liquid Mary Ruth Organics prenatal and postnatal. So this is what it looks like. It is a pretty thick consistency. Some people may find that a little gross. I don't mind it. It's kind of like a little, you know, like orange, vanilla orange like smoothie. So I'll just down it. It's super, super creamy, and it has like a little light purple color. It's so good. This is my favorite way to take my spirulina and barley grass juice powder. If I am not making the heavy metal detox smoothie, I'll make this smoothie, or I'll make my healing green smoothie that I showed in my first What I Eat in a Day video. If you haven't seen that one, I'll link it so you can see that. But yeah, I like to switch it up because I do get bored of having the same smoothies every morning. But this is a great way to just jam pack all of your vitamins, nutrients, everything first thing in the morning. That way you know that you have everything that you need. So that was my prenatal workout that I have been doing now in my second trimester. And it feels so good to be, you know, working out again and moving my body and just getting a little flow in. Nothing too crazy, very gentle, but it feels so good to move your body. And I remember like right before I found out that I was pregnant, I was very much into working out because I was feeling so much energy, and I was just like more vibrant and healthy than I had ever been in my entire life. So I was really into doing Pilates and yoga. I was doing a lot of rebounding on my little mini trampoline, and I felt so good. So during the first trimester, I was feeling very low energy and very much like nauseous and just kind of sick and just not in the mood to work out. So I did not work out my entire first trimester. So now that I'm in my second trimester, I have more energy, I don't feel sick anymore. So I am back to working out, and it feels so freaking good. The workout that I did is a Melissa Wood Health prenatal flow. She made that flow for people who are in their second and third trimester. So it's very gentle, yet effective. Totally feel that in my booty. It burns, so that's a good sign. And definitely feel it in my arms as well. Even though I had no weights, no nothing, but doing those little movements, like repetitively, it can really tire out your muscles, so it feels really good. And then I also like to do my rebounder just to get my lymphatic, system kind of moving and flowing and really like wake up my body and get my heart pumping. So I haven't really been outside walking too much just because it's been so cold and rainy and gloomy out. So that is what I've been doing is I don't, I want to get my steps in. So I use my rebounder and I just like act like I'm running or jogging, do a little bounce, do a little dance. And I do about 10 to 15 minutes on the rebounder and it feels so good afterwards. Highly recommend it. I can link the rebounder that I'm using below. I'm not affiliated to them or sponsored or anything, but I just really like that rebounder. It's very gentle on my knees because I have very sensitive knees and it's amazing. I'll also link the workouts that I do. The Melissa Wood Health workouts are super easy. I have her app and I do have her annual subscription. I've been doing it for about 2 years. Absolutely in love with it. She has new videos out all the time. And now that I'm pregnant, I am following her prenatal flows, which are really gentle for me and the baby. And the room that I were working out in, this is going to be my new office slash workout room slash meditation room slash it's going to be our guest bedroom. Since baby is coming, we are currently under construction, making this into a room, kind of like a studio. And then the room that I'm currently using as my office is going to become the baby's room. So lots of changes, but all good stuff. I'm just really excited for everything to kind of be finalized and completed. So I'm starving and I'm about to make my breakfast. So I have some leftover waffles that I made yesterday. These are my gluten-free and vegan pumpkin waffles. And they're made with oat flour and they are so delicious. I will post the link to the recipe below so you guys can check that out if you're interested. But honestly, this is everything. If I could, I would make this every single day and I would eat it every day because during pregnancy, I have been craving sweet. So this has been everything for me. And yes, I will be eating this whole thing because mama is hungry and I need to keep baby and mama fed. I love to top them with the wild blueberries, frozen just like that. I just top it like that. I now stick it in the microwave for about 45 seconds and it's perfect. So this is my breakfast that I usually will have, a few hours after I have my smoothie. I don't really count my smoothie as my breakfast. I kind of count it as like my nutrient meal. Like it's just packed with nutrients and vitamins and I just feel like that is what my body needs first thing in the morning. So lots of fruit and spirulina and barley grass juice powder, everything that Medical Medium recommends. So that way I'm getting it first thing in the morning and baby's getting it as well. So I will be eating this entire plate of waffles. It gives you about 4 waffles and I will eat the whole thing. So please don't judge me. I'm just really hungry. And the good thing is that this is completely vegan, gluten-free, oil-free, fat-free. So very healthy. And the best part is that it is extremely delicious. Like you wouldn't even know that you're eating something healthy. So I top it with my wild blueberries and then I add maple syrup. Just splash that on and it literally tastes like you're eating a cake. So freaking good. So I will be posting the link to the recipe below so that if you are interested, you can make it at home. So good. So good. I love it. All right, so now I would like to, before I end the video, I would like to do this little Q&A that I posted on my Instagram stories, and I kind of asked, if my Instagram followers had any questions for me, literally about anything. And I got a few questions, and I had just posted that this morning, so I'm glad that I got a few questions. I might not include all of them, but I will include the ones that I get most frequently asked. So one of the questions is, how long have you been on medical medium? So I did mention that in my first video, but I will kind of recap a little bit. So I have been on medical medium lifestyle for 4 years, and you know, it has been the most amazing thing I have ever done in my life. It has honestly been like the most important decision I have ever made in my healing journey. So if you are suffering from an autoimmune disease or, you know, any kind of mystery symptom, chronic illness, I highly recommend checking out medical medium information, just because it has helped me so much with my healing journey and it has helped so many people around the world. So his information is definitely life-changing, so definitely recommend. Now I will say that when you're first starting on the medical medium lifestyle, it can be a little intense because you will start to experience a lot of detox symptoms, and sometimes your flare-ups can get worse. But typically, you know, when you're healing something, it tends to get worse before it gets better. So for me, I did notice, you know, within the first few weeks, months of doing medical medium, especially the medical medium cleanses, you will experience detox. So for example, you might experience like loose stools, you might experience breakouts, or maybe rashes might come up, but it is because your body is detoxing all of these viruses, and these viruses have been living dormant in your liver for so many years, right? Because it takes years for a person to develop autoimmune disease. And, you know, once you start to eliminate and detox all of this, you know, all of these viruses and things that are living inside of your liver, it starts to come out. And the only way it can come out is either coming out, you know, when you go to the restroom, or it comes out through your skin. You can also experience, you know, there are days where you could experience maybe fatigue. And I do recommend, you know, if you are doing the medical medium lifestyle and you are just starting, be so compassionate with yourself and so loving and really listen to your body. So if you need to take some time to just rest, listen to your body, right? Because while you're healing and your body is detoxing, you do need to rest. You can't just be on like normal, like an overdrive, like doing like a million things, right? You kind of have to take some time to really just rest. And I promise, if you give your body the chance to heal, you will not regret it, because that short term, you know, uncomfortable feeling of those symptoms or those flares coming up when you're detoxing, it isn't forever, right? It only lasts, you know, depending on your load of toxins in your liver and in your body, it depends. For some people, it could be maybe a few weeks. Other people, it could be an entire year. So it really depends on your specific situation. So be very gentle and compassionate with yourself and just have patience, because the medical medium lifestyle really helps. Another question that I got on my Instagram was, somebody asked if I also do the AIP diet. So I think I may have confused some people when they were watching my first video. I did mention that I did the AIP, which is the autoimmune paleo diet. So I had initially started with that diet because I read that that was like the best diet for Hashimoto's. But it only helped me temporarily. So by me eliminating like gluten and dairy and soy and, you know, these super inflammatory foods, I was able to heal pretty quickly. But since I hadn't removed the meat, you know, the animal proteins from my diet, I started to get sick again. So within a year of doing that diet, my health declined really quickly. So it may work for some people, but it did not work for me. So since maybe because I have multiple autoimmune diseases, it didn't work for me. So what worked best for me was completely changing my diet from an autoimmune paleo to a whole food plant-based diet. So just lots of fruits and vegetables, a lot of water, healing juices, you know, following medical medium recommendations have been everything for me in my healing journey. And of course, it's not going to happen overnight, but if you give yourself, like I said, the patience and the time, the healing will happen. Someone else stated that they don't like the taste of celery juice, and what would I recommend? So I get that question a lot. I know that celery juice is not for everyone. I know that it doesn't taste the best when you're first starting out. But I promise that the longer that you do it, the more you're like your palate kind of gets accustomed to the taste and you actually start to crave it. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. I've actually heard it from other people who feel the same way, that once they've been drinking it for a few months, their body craves it. So what I recommend if you're starting out and you just simply cannot, you know, drink it, like you just can't because it makes you kind of gag, or, you know, my mom's like that. Like she can't do just the straight celery because she said that she actually gets nauseous. So what I recommend that she does is I tell her just to cut like a few slices of apples and put it inside the celery juice. So when she's juicing her celery, add a few slices of apple, not too much, just to slightly sweeten it so she's able to down it. And eventually, you know, as time goes on, to kind of wean herself off of the apple slices until she's doing straight celery. Because that is where the actual healing comes from, is when you're doing straight celery. So you don't want to add water, you don't want to add lemon, you don't want to add anything to it for the maximum healing benefits. And that is the one that you drink, you know, right after your lemon water. So before you have anything to eat. Now, if you want to do another drink later on in the day, and you want to do celery with lemon and apple and ginger and all the things, do it, because it's so good for you, right? But the magic and healing powers comes from the celery juice by itself. It's a healing herb that medical medium discovered that actually gets rid of ailments, okay, and reverses autoimmune, and it's just magic. So definitely, you know, don't just take my word for it. Try it and see how you feel once you drink celery juice. It's funny. How long did it take for me to heal? So I want to say it took like 3.5 years for me to actually feel like I was at a really good place in my health, where I felt like I didn't get flare-ups. You know, I felt like I wasn't really reacting to the medical medium cleanses anymore. So my body was really just like, I just felt different. Like I felt like something lifted. Like I just felt more energy, and I felt just like more clarity and more peace. And I just felt so amazing that I remember telling my husband, like, I've never felt this good in my entire life. And it's insane because I'm older now. You would think that I would feel worse, and I feel better than ever. So it did take some time. It does not happen overnight, but that's why I say you have to have patience and so much love and compassion with yourself, because if you don't have that love and compassion, it's going to be really hard to heal. All right, somebody asked about mindset, because I do talk about mindset a lot on my Instagram, and I love mindset. So someone asked, how can mindset help me? So mindset is so important. So if you can change your mindset, right, you are able to heal quicker. So for example, when I first started my healing journey, I didn't know anything about mindset. I didn't practice mindset techniques, anything, right? So I was very negative, and, you know, I felt very sorry for myself because I didn't feel good. And I was almost like living in this like dark cloud, like in this negative space, where I was living in a lack like mentality, where I just felt like very, very sorry for myself. And when we're living in that state of lack and of negativity and darkness, we are not allowing ourselves and our body and our souls to fully heal. So what I did, and what I changed was my mindset, right? When I was thinking about the person that I wanted to become, the Desiree that was already healed, when I stepped into that mindset and I started to embody the person that was already healed, that was when I finally was able to actually speed up my healing. Because I had been doing, medical medium, the fruits and the vegetables, like all the things. And I thought that, that was the key. And it wasn't until I introduced mindset that I was able to fully unlock the secret to healing. So there is so much involved. Like when I talk about healing, it's not just one thing. It's not just nutrition. It's like a whole, right? So it's a holistic view of everything when it comes to healing. It's not just one thing. So as I started to change my mindset, I also started to implement more spirituality. I started to change my things that I was lacking in my life, right? So I started to look at my career. I started to look at my finances. I started to look at my physical activity, just things that brought me joy. And I started to notice what was not in balance. And when I started to work on the things that I noticed that I was lacking or where I wasn't as happy, that is when my healing really took off. So really asking yourself powerful questions and being extremely honest with yourself is going to help you heal quicker. So getting uncomfortable, and asking yourself these questions that are life-changing, right? Because for me, my career, it was amazing. I had a very good job. I had a, pretty high level position. I was making good money. I was miserable. Like I was not happy. And my health took a hit because I was so stressed and I was not happy. So when I realized, after I got sick, I realized like that's not everything, right? It's not all about the money. It's not all about climbing that corporate ladder. That's not what life is. Like there's so much more to life. And for me, getting sick taught me that what was really important was my like my health and my state of mind and like my peace and the love that I feel in my heart from my family. So my family was like number one. So I wanted to make sure that, I was like filling my own cup and like just feeling like there was more to life than just money. Like I didn't realize that until I got sick. So for me, getting sick was my biggest blessing in disguise because I was able to finally open my eyes and realize that I was not living my life. I was literally existing because I was not able to enjoy my life. I was always sick, and it was because I was so stressed. I didn't have time to let my body heal. So taking a step back from the corporate life and just taking it easier and slowing down has been so life-changing. And if you are suffering from autoimmune disease or chronic illness or any kind of mystery symptom and you just can't figure it out, take a look at your life. Ask yourself these powerful questions. If you need more guidance, reach out to me because that's what I do. I help people really take a look at their lives and analyze what is out of balance. And once your life becomes more in balance, that is when healing comes. And it's really powerful. And it's not just for people who have autoimmune disease, it's literally for anyone who is feeling stressed or depressed. It works. Like just really taking a look at your life. But yeah, I actually, do take clients on, and I only have a few right now. I don't want to take on too many just because I don't want to stress out. I am in a point in my life where I just want to be in peace and tranquility, and I want to be in a state of like just very high vibrations, just like a lot of love and peace, happiness, and healing. Like that's my vibration right now. Like I was telling a friend of mine, I'm like, if it doesn't bring me peace, love, happiness, light, I don't want it, right? So I remove myself from a situation where I don't feel that. And that has been really important, is setting boundaries for myself to help me heal and help me like higher my vibration. Because when you're in a low vibration state, which is like a lack mentality, negative, darkness, that actually makes us sicker. And it causes stress, causes depression, causes illness, diseases, all the things. So mindset is everything. And if you want to learn more about it, please reach out to me. I would love to talk to you about it. I am certified as a mindset coach, and I have learned so many techniques that have been super duper like life-changing for me and for my clients. And let's see what else. They're kind of like repetitive questions. Somebody asked about skincare, which is funny because I did kind of talk about my skincare today. But if you do want to know more, you know, let me know. But I kind of went over that in the video today, which is good. Somebody asked, I was laughing earlier, somebody asked if I had hair extensions. I'm like, no, I don't. This is all my hair. Like, I literally was born with like a lot of hair, thanks to my mama. So, nope, all mine. Just a lot of hair. Yeah, so that is it, you guys. I just wanted to kind of go into those questions and answer anything that, you know, people were kind of questioning. And if you do have any other questions that you know, are like thinking of, or, you know, you're curious about, leave it in the comments and I can actually reach out to you. Or you can email me, reach out to me on Instagram, send me a DM. But, you know, I'd be happy to chat with you and answer any questions that you might have. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope that it was helpful for you to kind of see what my morning consists of. And, you know, for me, waking up early and giving myself time just for me without any interruptions from anyone else has been so healing. Just, you know, having that time for self-love, you know, for just like meditation and just taking care of myself. And then once I fill my cup, then I'm able to fill up everyone else's cup that's around me. So I hope that helped. Sending you guys so much love and so much light. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.